Well, what can you say? You open up the first at-bat of the game with a solo, and that kind of sets the tone for us in that first inning. So, you know, Zach, I think, was locked in right away and put a good barrel on the ball. And our guys kind of fed off that in that first inning. And we found another barrel. We had a couple free bases that helped us. And then we were able to piece some things together defensively, pitching-wise. When we got Colton in the game, I think it changed the tempo of the game. And he was able to get some quick outs, some 1, 2, 3 innings. We had some double plays behind him. And when you get that and you shorten the game, their lineup doesn't flip. And we didn't get to see, their big boys in the middle are pretty good. And we didn't see them as much as we didn't want to see them. But credit Colton in the middle of the game and really turning it for us because their pitching was really awfully good from there on out. And they kind of shut us down a little bit from there on out. So that's kind of the ball game right there.
Questions for the student athletes?
Colton, for you, just coming in, I mean, you come in the second inning and you got 2 guys on and you're able to get out of that and give up 2 home runs the next inning, but you settled down. Just talk about how you felt.
I mean, I felt fine. I was just throwing the ball over the plate and letting them hit it, as you can see by the lasers that would hit off me, but to Joe and all of them made great plays. I was just literally just trying to throw it in there and let them make all the plays.
What goes into mentality coming in there and trying to put out a fiery situation when you're in an elimination game?
It's just you try to come in and get away with as many outs without giving up any runs as fast as possible. Try to get everybody in the dugout, get everything switched around, get the momentum back on your side. And if you got no outs, you try to, in like bases loaded or two runners on, you got to just try to at least let only 1 run and don't let anybody else kind of just stop the bleeding, stop the fire right there, get them back in and let them swing it a little bit.
How much does it put you at rest to come in with you guys already have 6 runs? Make it a little bit easier on you?
Honestly, it doesn't really change the way you pitch. You don't even think about it until you get in the dugout, and instead of being tense, you can kind of loosen up a little bit. No, you go out there, you could give up one, you don't want to, but it's more calming in the dugout than on the field.
Were you first up to start with? I mean, you knew you were going to be first up, and then how do you get ready to come in that quick?
I didn't know I was first up. I don't really, I just throw the ball and try to hit my spots in the pen and get loose enough to go in. Don't just say you're hot when you're not. That way you know you're ready and you know you can throw all of your pitches for strikes. That's the way I get ready for it.
The lineup, once again, we're talking about the bottom of the lineup kind of had some lugs there, and the top of the lineup helped clean it up too. Let's talk about the offensive balance that y'all had in the last 2 days with the backs against the wall.
Well, yeah, I think we've done a great job of just kind of passing to the next guy, just having a tough AB, whatever it may be, an HPP or a walk. I think we've just been doing a great job of just getting it to the next guy, getting a big hit or doing the same thing. So I think that's what's been very positive for our offense.
2 crucial double plays out there today. It seemed like both times kind of took the air out of this business.
Yeah, I agree with you. They had one to Joe.
Yeah.
One to Joe. We had one earlier in the game that helped us out. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think it kind of took the wind out of them, and it kept the momentum on our side, so that was good for us.
Zach, for you, I mean, at this point, has this on-base streak just become almost comical?
Yeah. I don't even think about it anymore. Coming up to the tournament, it was all about getting the wins. It's always been about getting the wins, but being a 5th-year senior and just kind of trying to soak everything in, just trying to look around a little bit more and just trying to enjoy it a little bit better than, some people take it for granted. So, but as far as the streak, no, I never really put too much thought into it.
How much vindication do you feel after these last 2 seasons with injuries and everything else to be able to come in this season and have the success that you're having?
Just very thankful and blessed to have the people around me. Just a lot of supporters, teammates, friends, coaches, parents, just helped me through those long 2 years that I had. So that's been the best part of it.
Did you go up looking for anything in particular?
What's that?
Or did you go up looking for anything in particular?
First at bat, yeah, fastball. Just looking to drive something. I got it over the middle of the plate.
for both of you guys, just what's kind of the mentality of everybody in the dugout and off the field? You know, I mean, you guys pretty much, I said, came in with an advantage. I mean, you've been playing with your backs against the wall for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Then again, I mean, I think our mentality should be just play relax, you know. Just kind of, like I said earlier, just kind of go out there and enjoy it. Just maybe some of these games could be the last games anyone ever plays, so you just got to go out there and relax and you know, just do what coach has taught us, you know, all 4 years. So just go out there and have fun, really.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Questions for Coach?
Zach, right off the bat, that had to give you a little, I mean, relax everybody a little bit.
Well, you know, you go through 2 days in the tournament, and it kind of gets everybody jump-started. I think that's a energizer, and like I said earlier, I think it kind of jump-started that inning. That inning happened really quickly. HBP, and then all of a sudden another hit, and those were a matter of, you know, the pitch count that counts in those were like 0-1, 1-0. Their counts were really not deep at all. So before you know it, we're up 4-0, and we had a chance to maybe score some more. So that was good for us to do that, being the visiting team, to kind of settle us in a little bit, kind of help our pitching and defense.
6 runs in the first 4 innings again today. I mean, again, it kind of does got to help the pitching staff relax just a little bit. I mean, having some run support early.
Well, you know, I think that, you know, again, I thought their pitching was very good on the back end of the game. At the same time, you got to take advantage of some of those opportunities. And I think in game 1, we had some opportunities in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. And, you know, you're one bloop or one hit away from maybe changing the outcome or complexion of a game. And you go back through a season for any team in this tournament, I'm sure they feel the same way. So that's just baseball sometimes.
For you turning to Kibler like you guys did, I mean, he comes in 2 on, no outs, and he's able to give you an outstanding performance on the heels of what Chandler did yesterday. Again, as far as the staff as a whole, it helps you going into tomorrow where you could possibly play twice.
Well, I think Coach Ty Dickinson's done a great job of getting these guys ready, and, you know, during the last month or so, he's really had them in a right frame of mind. And, you know, when you have some senior veterans that have been around Coach a little bit, with Coach D, it showed up in this tournament. You know, Chandler, a senior with Colton. I mean, that says a lot, and especially some of the tournament experience that they've had already, that you've gained throughout this process in their careers. So just real excited about what they were able to do here on the mound the last couple days.
Do you think it's an advantage maybe that you guys played today and they're off? I mean, kind of keeping that momentum going that you had, and you'll play early in the morning like what we discussed the other day. You know, you're 9 a.m. and you're right back at it again.
Yeah, it's 9 a.m. and the tournament doesn't stop. The train's still riding, and you're still on it, and that's all we care about right now.
You had to go to Colton early. I mean, was he going to be your first guy up regardless, or was it?
I think so. You know, Coach Ty had it strung out. I mean, he changes the tempo of games, and he's done a lot of times, especially in visiting parks. He's been able to do that, and when you change the tempo of a ball game to get your offense or your team off the field, because typically